Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live with Folk Tales for Grown Folks. And what we will start our journey through Aesop fables and trying to distill some of the wisdom. I would love to hear your comments and your ideas on how to apply some of this ancient wisdom to our modern lives. So what I'm going to do is read the story as is and then give you a quick commentary. And hopefully we could have some discussions around some of these stories because there's over 300 of them. And I'm going to try to read as many of them as I possibly can on my show on a regular basis. So here we go. Oh, also realize that this book is about 2,000 years old. So some of the words and some of the descriptions of some of the animals use different terms that we are not used to. I'm not going to change the terms because I'm not dealing with children. I'm dealing with adults, but I'm going to make the show family friendly. So if you want to share this with young people, you will be able to share it. You're just going to have to break down some of the terms. So here we go. First story that we will cover is called The Wolf and the Lamb. Wolf, meeting with lamb, astray from the fold, resolved not to lay violent hands on him, but to find some plea to justify to the lamb the wolf's right to eat him. He thus addressed him, "Sirrah, last year you grossly insulted me." "Indeed?" bleated the lamb in a mournful tone of voice. "I was not then born." Then said the wolf, "You feed in my pasture." "No, good sir," replied the lamb, "I have not yet tasted grass." Again said the wolf, "You drink of my well." "No," exclaimed the lamb, "I never yet drank water, for as yet my mother's milk is both food and drink to me." Upon which the wolf seized him and ate him up, saying, "Well, I won't remain supperless, even though you refute every one of my imputations." And the moral of the story is very simple. The tyrant will always find a pretext for his tyranny. In our lives in the modern day, we are often approached by wolves looking to justify why they want to eat us and suck the marrow from our bones. And they look for justifications. And we look for arguments to stop them from eating us up. But as the story illustrates, and as other stories will illustrate, the only way to get a wolf really out your face is to possibly pick up a stone, not even possibly, pick up stones and chase him away. So the lamb wasn't able to do this. And the wolf wanted to feel justified in eating up the lamb. Now, I want you to listen to some of the arguments of people that take advantage of you, of systems that take advantage of you, of politicians that try to take advantage of you. They justify a lot of times why they are eating you up, whether they're eating you up emotionally, whether they're eating you up physically, or whether they're eating you up psychologically or spiritually. Or, you know what I'm saying? Any type of way that a tyrant is trying to eat you up, they find a way to justify it, because everybody wants to feel right in what they're doing. They want to have the power of being right in doing what they're doing. Now, another way to stop a tyrant is not to allow them to feel justified in what they are doing. You have to stand up and make them claim what they're doing. I refuse to allow you to eat me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to allow you to abuse me anymore. I refuse to delay here and play victim while you feast on my carcass. The wolf wanted to justify and ended up eating the lamb anyway. But he wanted to feel good and justify in eating the lamb. If you are a lamb, stick with the fold, because when you allow yourself to be separated from the fold, you become prey for a wolf like this. Now, I'm going to do something tomorrow or in the next few days on my morning show called Give Yourself Permission, about breaking the group think, breaking group think. But I want to say one good thing about groups. Groups keep us protected. The lamb would have never been eaten if he was with his fold. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we need to encircle ourselves with people who are like us enough to help protect us from some of those wolves out there waiting to feast on us. Now, it only becomes a problem when we get caught up in groupthink. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But listen. No matter what a tyrant says, always remember that their plan is to totally destroy you. This has been Brother High Tim with Folk Tales for Grown Folks. I hope to hear some comments about this podcast, as well as some of the thoughts. And if you have some other stories, because eventually after Aesop I want to get into some other stories. In between I'm gonna get to some other stories, but right now I'm really into Aesop, so I'm gonna be using Aesop. If you have any suggestion for some stories you want me to cover and you want me to look at and perhaps do a show on, so that we can have some conversation, whether it's you as a guest on the show, or whether it's through an internet conversation, it would be a pleasure. But once again, this is Folk Tales for Grown Folks, and we are reading from Aesop Fables. You can get all of them for free on the internet. The book I got is from a company called Forgotten Books. You can look up Forgotten Books. They sell old books at a reasonable price. So you could get Aesop Fables, and what's even doper about them, one of the reasons I bought the book is you don't even have to buy the book. They will allow you to read the book for free on their site. So support that company, because they're doing a good thing by protecting and keeping these old and ancient books available for the public. This is Brother High Tim, and with that, I say peace, and I pray that your night or morning or afternoon is as beautiful as you are. With that, I say peace.